Assalamu alaikum and good morning to everyone, and good evening who are seeing us from different regions of the world. It's a golden opportunity for all the researchers, academicians, and practitioners to come together and connect. And the topic for this conference is very relatable for today's world. It's ethical AI governance and accountability frameworks for technology, law, society, and enterprise management. So I will share the case study related to Pakistan's perspective, its policy, the context, and the path forward. Also, we will share some insights from global perspective as well. So for today, our agenda is the AI revolution, global scale, and Pakistan stakes. Then we will discuss a little bit about Pakistan's AI policy, its six strategic missions and pillars, also a national roadmap. Then why governance matters, risk and real world failures, also global regulatory landscape and Pakistan's positions. Then we have five pillars of ethical AI governance and AI governance in Pakistan related to law, society, and enterprise. Then we have accountability frameworks and implementation roadmaps, and then Pakistan's fast path forward opportunities and call to actions. So for AI revolution, first we will discuss the Pakistan's landscape about AI, Pakistan digital economy and AI opportunities. In Pakistan, AI market size project for 2025 is approximately $949 million. And this is per Statista 2025 record. Also, the projected AI market size by 2030 at 27.76 CAGR, which is compounded aggregated growth rate, sorry. This is about $3.23 billion. And then almost 64% of Pakistan's population is under 30 years old, which is according to PIDE, which is Pakistan Institute of Development Economics, and they have shared their data. Also, it's a privilege that Pakistan's global rank of freelance economy as number 4. So this is also making it much more riskier, and opportunities are there, but there should be accountability too. So we are flourishing in freelancing, but we need to be very vigilant. Then the ICT exports is about $2.83 billion, according to MOITT, which is Ministry of Information Technology and Telecommunication, and the record is from 2025. Also, there are almost 12.3 million approximately active freelancers in Pakistan as per PAFLA, which is Pakistan Association of Freelancer. Also, 30% of IT export solutions are now AI based. It is as per data record from Invest to Innovate 2025. Then the value digital transformation could add by 2023 is almost $34.9 billion. And this was taken from Access Partnership 2021. This is basically the landscape. Now we will go to the national AI policy. There are basically 6 strategic pillars. The first one is AI innovation ecosystem, which is an NAF, which is National AI Fund, almost 30% of research and development fund. And then there are some center of excellence. There is center of excellence for engineers. There is center for excellence for CPAC. Then 1,000 local AI products and 50,000 civic AI projects are queued up in the next 5 years. Second pillar is awareness and readiness. It has been mentioned in AI policy that we have to train 1 million AI professionals by 2030 and 10,000 new trainers with 3,000 scholarships annually. And there is a program which is called AI SECO, which means AI Learning 2026. Recently, I have also been in one of the trainings, which was generative AI training by Higher Education Commission of Pakistan. Third pillar is secure AI ecosystem, which is AI regulatory directorate, regulatory sandboxes. Sandboxes are basically, we can say they are experimental hubs in which different enterprises are allowed to test their products and services on real customers for a limited period of time. So the target is 20 enterprises by 2027. They can test in sandboxes. Also, cybersecurity and transparency mandates for public sector AI. The fourth pillar is transformation and evolution. Sector roadmaps for health, education, agriculture, and governance, AI-powered diagnostics and yield forecasting and rollout begins by 2025 or 2026. Then the fifth pillar is AI infrastructure, which is a national compute grid, centralized data sets, AI hubs, and cloud resources. Recently, I guess one of the telecommunication service has also introduced AI cloud. Address current reliance on foreign data centers. Normally, in today's world, we are still rely on foreign data centers, but we are going to make domestic data centers as well. Then we have international partnerships, bilateral AI agreements, Sino-Park Center of Excellence, which is with China, then aligned with the European Union AI Act and UNESCO and NIST standards, and then we have to participate in global AI forums. The next is what are our targets and where are the critical gaps exist in this, making these targets achievable. The first one is GDP growth potential. Um, right now we have 7% and we want to make it 15% by 2030 with AI adoption. Then we have AI could add 12 billion to agriculture and 5 billion to industry and 26 billion to services using AI. Then 1 million AI professional trained by 2030, as I already discussed, that we have a policy in 2025 that we have to train AI professionals, almost 1 million. Then 50,000 AI powered citizen projects with 5 years. Within 5 years, like I already said, sandboxes, and then enterprises can can use their products and services in those sandboxes. Almost 3.5 million new projects projected for AI adoption by 2030, then up to 20 billion in AI contribution to Pakistan's economy by 2030. ICT exports target is about more than $5 billion from freelance sector by 2030, and it's in policy, and the set target is 100% public servant awareness on data protection by 2025. But there are several gaps in these policy, and how can we achieve, as there are certain risks. No comprehensive AI law yet. Don't have any law. It's still pending in Senate since 2024, but we are hopeful that it will be implemented in the country by the end of 2027. So personal data protection bill is still pending. No independent privacy authority has been established. Research and development spending is only 2%, which has to be more than 2.5%, as the global average is almost 2.63%. Then there is less than 10% of IT professionals currently have AI skills. We have IT professionals, but they don't have AI skills. But now, as the policy has said that AI SECO and generative AI programs by HEC International Higher Education Commission have been launched. So I hope that we have IT professionals with AI abilities. No domestic data centers, as I already said, that we rely on foreign infrastructure, which limits our AI sovereignty. Then we have PICA 2016 amended in 2025. PICA is Pakistan. It was Pakistan Regulators Association in 2016. They have prepared a bill, but it was amended in 2025 to criminalize fake information. Rights group warned the chilling effect on speech. This big bill was amended in 2025, said if you share any fake information, there will be some serious consequences. Then electricity shortages and connectivity gaps in rural areas impede equitable access. There are several gaps related to electricity shortage and connectivity. Then AI Council legal status is unclear still. Implementation authority remains uncertain. After that, we will discuss the government and gaps. Oh, sorry. The next slide has the government gap. Why air governance matters? Because we are already flourishing in freelance economy, but we need to be very vigilant in this. There are several gaps related to governance. Only 35% of companies have an AI governance framework in place. Only 31% have comprehensive enterprise-wide AI governance. Also, 67% of enterprises lack full visibility into AI tools usage. There are shadow AI, Then less than 20% conduct regular AI audits for compliance. Only 58% have conducted even a preliminary AI risk assessment, and only 23% can quantify AI productivity gains with hard data. Now, I will share that this is not the case with Pakistan only. We have some real world failures in AI and its governance also. The first one is Amazon AI hiring tool, the systematic discrimination against women as per Reuters. This case was it was implemented in 2018, I guess, and they have taken a record of almost 10 years. The CVs and the resumes they received were mostly male candidates. So the AI did an algorithm, and the AI removed the name women or somewhere in female. They removed the resume and only shortlist the male candidates. This was a major failure at that time. Then the second one is facial recognition. High misidentification rates for people of color across multiple studies. There were discriminations in white skin and other skin colors. Then Air India chatbot case was very prominent on those days, in which one of the person used chatbot and the information was incorrect, and he sued the company, and the company said that AI is a separate entity, but the court decides that this is not a separate entity. The human error is always there, and human are liable. Then the deepfakes in elections like California mandate content removal. They removed some of the videos that were said to be the fake videos or AI generated videos. So it was also a mess at that time. In case of Pakistan, Islamabad's AI-powered safe city surveillance raises transparency and due process concerns. No published governance framework exists at that time. So there was a safe city project, and the AI-powered safe city project uses surveillance, but there were no process and no protocols followed for this. It also created some serious concerns. After that, we will discuss about the next slide. Yeah, the global AI governance frameworks at a glance. There are different frameworks that are right now acting. The first one is European Union AI Act, which is very comprehensive, legally binding AI regulation, risk bias tiers, unacceptable, high, limited, and minimal, and then bans social scoring, strict controls on high risk AI, general purpose AI obligations from August 2025. Then there is an act by US in 2023. It was implemented volunteer risk management framework. It has 4 functions which were govern, map, measure, and manage, widely adopted by US federal agencies and enterprises for structured AI risk oversight. The third one is UNESCO recommendations. It was implemented in 2021. Almost 194 states are globally impacted in this. First ever global AI ethics standard, 10 core principles, including safety, privacy, transparency, and human oversight. Human rights center approach and applicable to all member states. As already I discussed, AI policy for Pakistan, which has 6 strategic pillars. Then we have AI mission for India, which is replaced. Sorry, there was a mistake in these slides. Also, they have 10,000 GPU, which they will be started in 2025. Then we have generative AI measures by China. They have also started different missions, and they also used to cover these things by their AI Governance Act and frameworks. Basically, we have 5 pillars for ethical governance. The first one is transparency. AI decisions must be explainable. Pakistan's national AI policy mandates clearly states transparency and disclosure of AI systems in the public sector, a critical first step toward public trust. The second one is fairness and non-bias. Eliminate discrimination in AI outcomes. With 64% of Pakistan population under 30 bias in education or employment, AI carries outsized societal risk at national scale. Then the third one is accountability. Human responsibility for AI outcomes. Pakistan's pending AI Regulation Act 2024 seeks to be established as Also, courts globally confirms that humans remains liable, not AI systems. The fourth one is human oversight. AI augments, not replaces human judgment. High risk systems, healthcare, law, finance require human in the loop verification. Pakistan's healthcare AI pilots must embed this from day one. And then the fifth one is privacy and security. Pakistan's personal data protection bill remains pending. Without it, AI systems can process personal data without adequate legal safeguards, a critical governance gap that must be closed. What is the sector focus in law and regulation? The AI governance in Pakistan legal and regulatory context. Pakistan's legal AI governance imperatives are we don't have any AI Act right now, but there is a framework. The bill is in Senate since 2024 and it will be implemented in by the end of 2027. Data protection bill is still pending. SEC sandboxes are also in process, and there are different action. There are different articles that are implemented. Like we have privacy article 14, and then we have article 19 for free expression. Pakistan's legal AI governance imperatives are in 2016 is the primary digital law amended in 2025, which I already mentioned is a PICA law for false information and right groups want for chilling effect on speech and AI generated content. Then personal data protection bill must be enacted. AI systems processing personal data currently operate with inadequate legal safeguards. Then we have ARD, which is AI Regulatory Directorate to be established under National AI Policy, legal mandate and authority still to be confined instead. CCP, which is Security and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, already operates a regulatory sandbox for fintech AI, a model for broader AI sector sandboxes targeting 20 enterprises by 2027. As I already mentioned, there are different sandboxes that are had to be implemented, and there will be some enterprises that can use the real their products and services to real customers. We have constitutional protection like Article 14 for privacy and then Article 19 for expression, free expression, provide baseline rights and AI surveillance must comply. High-risk AI definitions urgently needed biometric ID systems, automated welfare decisions, law enforcement. AI must be explicitly regulated with redress mechanisms. Pakistan should enact comprehensive data protection law before scaling public sector AI. Governance cannot trail deployment. After that, we will talk about the sector focus, which is about society. AI in Pakistan society, what are the rights, equity, and trust? The first one is youth and inclusion. I already discussed it. 64% of Pakistan population is under 30. So AI government must be youth inclusive by the design. And a generation entering global digital markets needs literacy, not just access to tools. Then we have gender and equity. National AI policy explicitly targets inclusive access for women and people with disabilities. AI bias in hiring, credit, or education could entrench existing inequalities with strong governance. Then the rural-urban digital divide. Internet connectivity and electricity shortages in rural Pakistan and structural barriers. AI governance must address access, equity, inclusion. First posture is a core policy commitment. The fourth one is deep fakes and misinformation. As it has been mentioned that PICA 2025 has been amended and it criminalized false or fake information. AI-generated deepfakes pose real democratic and reputational risks in Pakistan. Media environment, technical governance needed alongside legal provisions. Then we have, as Pakistan is an agriculture-intensive country, so AI in agriculture is very important. Pakistan's agriculture is 19% of GDP, could gain 12 billion via AI-powered yield forecasting, pest detection, and supply chain optimization. Governance must ensure farmer data rights are protected. Then we have safe city and surveillance. Islamabad's AI-powered safe city program is live. Without published governance frameworks, transparency requirements, or redress mechanisms, it raises serious concerns about privacy and proportionality under Article 14. Now we will discuss about enterprise and freelance economy, which is one of the main theme of this conference. Pakistan's AI-powered enterprises from freelancers to industry. Pakistan is on number 4 as a freelance economy. 30% of IT export solutions already incorporate AI. Almost 60% plus people are increase in completed tasks and using GitHub. GitHub is a platform for coding, so you can use your codes. You can maintain the privacy. You can make them public so that other people can also use and implement in their different projects. Also, 45% of AI experts in Pakistan earn more than regular IT professionals. If you are skilled in AI, you can earn more than normal IT professionals. There are different companies which are using AI-powered chatbots like HBL, which is a Big Bank Limited, UBL, which is United Bank Limited, and there are some telecommunication companies like Jazz, Telenor, and Zong for fraud detection and customer analytics. Then we have Daraz and Food Panda. Daraz is an e-commerce platform, and Food Panda is food delivery service. Also, they use to deliver different grocery items. So they also use demand forecasting using customer data with these frameworks. Then we have AI-powered cloud platform. Zong has launched the first locally hosted AI cloud platform. Then human AI teams. Project managers must govern hybrids. There must be teams, including human, who can oversight the different things on this. Okay, so now ethical AI in project management, how can we relate with this and how can we take it as an opportunity? There is a data-driven project management. AI tools for scheduling, risk prediction, and resource allocation are entering Pakistan's IT sector. Governance ensure decisions are transparent, audible, and human overrideable. Regulatory compliance. European Union clients increasingly require AI governance under European Union AI Act. So Pakistani project managers managing international projects must understand and document AI use to maintain global contracts. Also, the cross-cultural governance. Pakistan manages projects across Gulf, US, the European Union, and domestic contexts. AI tools trained on Western data may embed biases. Project managers must assess cultural fit and fairness of AI outputs. Then accountability in teams. Distributed agency in AI-assisted projects raises accountability questions. Pakistan's current regulatory gap makes internal governance framework even more critical for project managers. Then AI literacy for project management. Pakistan's AI policy target 1 million trade professionals. Project managers are also the priority of this cohort, not to engineers AI, but to evaluate outputs, detect bias, and apply ethical judgment to AI-assisted decisions. Then we have Agentic AI by 2018. Gartner 1 by 3 of enterprise software will include agentic AI, making up to 15% of decision autonomously. Pakistan's IT project managers must build governance frameworks now, not for after deployment. Now, those who are trying to start up and are making their own companies, building an AI accountability framework, you must govern. Establish an AI governance board within your organization, align with Pakistan's ARD when it becomes active. Appoint an AI focal person, create escalation procedures now, and don't wait for legislation to catch. The second one is map. Inventory all AI tools in use, including Shadow AI, map data flows, assess compliance with PICA, sector rules, and then pending data protection bill. Visibility is a prerequisite to governance. You don't have to hide things, you have to make things visible where they are necessary. Then the third one is Meyer. Conduct bias audits and impact assessment for high risk AI document AI decisions. Only 20% of organizations globally do this. Pakistan enterprise must lead, not lag on Meyer. Then third or fourth one is manage. Implement human in the loop protocols for health, legal, financial, and governance AI. Build Security and Exchange Commission of Pakistan sandbox style controls, align vendor contracts with data sovereignty requirements, and then report. Be transparent about AI use internally and externally. Public sector AI must be disclosed under Pakistan's national AI policy. International clients may require European Union AI Act compliance, prepare proactively. There are different things that Pakistan must remember, and the neighboring country, and or those who have the different landscape like Pakistan. Pakistan National AI Policy 2025 is a landmark, but policy without law is aspiration. The Regulation of AI Act and Personal Data Protection Bill must be enacted urgently to give governance real force. Also, Pakistan's youth dividend is an AI governance opportunity. 64% under 30, 2.3 million freelancer, 2.83 billion in ICT exports. This talent base needs AI literacy and ethical frameworks to compete and lead globally. Governance gap are real and costly. No domestic data centers, less than 10% AI skilled IT workforce. Research and development at 0.2% of GDP is very low. Pakistan must close these gaps and translate policy ambitions into measurable outcomes. Then human accountability is non-negotiable in Pakistan as everywhere else in the world. Courts, regulators, and constitutions are clear. AI does not bear legal responsibility. Oversight must be embedded, not bolted on after deployment. Start now, build continuously. Pakistan is at the threshold. The gap between AI leaders and laggards is widening globally, and governance is foundation of sustainable AI growth driven. So what will be the future? And AI future starts with governance all. Enact the Future Act Protection Bill and AI Regulation Act governance must not trail deployment. Invest in AI literacy. Train not just 1 million professionals, but professionals who understand ethics and accountability. Build regulatory institutions first. AID, AI Council, and sandboxes must be operational, not just aspirational. Leverage the youth dividend responsibly. 64% under 30 is a governance opportunity, not just a workforce statistic. Align with international frameworks, European Union Act compliance is now a business requirement for Pakistan's global IT experts. Make ethics a national competitive advantage. Trusted AI Pakistan's path to high value global partnerships. That's all from my side. There are different references that we have used in this case study. If you have any question, you can put.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Such a nice, informative presentation, and you have really covered aspects which are very important for AI these days. You covered law, you covered research and development, how countries and our lawmakers are looking at these things. You also gave a lot of examples, not only from Pakistan, but from different countries. Very interesting was Amazon example, which you gave, where AI itself was discriminating against women's. So I think that gives us a scope that we have to be very clear when it comes to accountability and law. You spoke of ethical AI. I think this is one of the most important factor right now. And the most important thing is that AI is growing at very fast pace, but we are not able to answer these questions. We are very slow when it comes to ethical AI, how AI accountability. You spoke very nice presentation you gave on AI accountability framework. I think that will be a great learning for all of us. And how future looks like with AI and human responsibility. In fact, personally, I have learned a lot of things. I'll be using a lot of things from your presentation in my classes also. So it was nice to have you. I have been getting questions also, Dr. Zahra. So, should I ask those questions right now, or should I wait for other speakers to?
Maybe we can add a question answer session at the end of keynote speakers presentations.
That will be great. That will be great, actually. So, thank you for your patience. So we thank Dr. Zahra. for such a nice presentation, informative presentation with us.